guest speaker of this session, Dr. Yanjarappa. With a highly experienced researcher with 20 years of experience in research, development and innovation in polymer science and related fields. He has a global record of 9 international publications and 5 US patents, and is skilled in polymer synthesis, analytical science and paint technology. Currently, he is working as manager in the Analytical and Physical Center, Akzo Nobel India Limited, Bangalore, where he provides measurement support to performance coatings, business effects, contributes to product development and raw material localization, and ensures quality assurance as per IATF 16949 requirements. Dr. Yanjarappa has a strong educational background. Earned his executive MBA from the University, Bangalore, PhD from National Chemical Laboratory, Pune, and MSc from the University in Bangalore. He has received several awards and recognitions, including the silver medal by the University for second rank in EMBA, team of the Water Award by Akzo Nobel India Management Team, Continuous Performer Award and Outstanding Performer Award at Bangalore. He has expertise in polymer chemistry, analytical and paint technology, and experience in ion exchange resins, ionic liquids, membranes, oil and gas chemicals, and structured color. Dr. Yanjarappa is a strong communicator, leader, and team player. With international exposure and experience in mentoring interns from IITs and US institutions. He has also supervised one FDP in his current role and coordinated his performance supporting RD and I managers at Bangalore. Dr. Yanjarappa has delivered invited talks at IIT Roorkee, faculty development programs at MSRIT, SJCE, and New Horizon College in IIT Kharagpur. He is a lifetime member of the Society of Polymer Science in India and has been a member of the Board of Studies at MSRIT Bangalore and is certified in ISO 9001-2015, Prince2 Foundation, QA External Auditor, and 6 Sigma GPPL. With his vast experience and technical expertise, Dr. Yanjarappa is seeking new opportunities in technical, commercial, and quality roles to contribute to business growth. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a big hand of welcome to today's guest speaker, Dr. Yanjarappa.
Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You know, it's always a challenge. I'm standing between your evening and lunch. You know, it's very extremely critical post the lunch, you know, to make you all active and to ensure that you all listen to me. Trust me, it's not an easy task. Okay, but I will see what best I can do. Before going to the actual topic, I just would like to ask you, how many of your students? Okay, no problem. It's okay. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, fair enough. Okay, how many of your staff? Fair enough. Okay. So, you know, actually speaking, when I made this presentation for awareness, I thought students are the best audience, you know, compared to the staff. When I got the invitation for FDP, I said, what is that I can even teach us? You know, they already teach us. You know, they're teaching. So they're teaching chemistry. Okay. So what is that I can teach them? But good that you have, you know, a lot of students are here. So we can take it as a learning kind of process. It's a generic presentation. Don't get scared. ये आदमी क्या बात कर रहा है? क्या सुनना पड़ेगा? 1 घंटा सुनना पड़ेगा? Trust me. You don't have to worry about too much. Don't worry. Take it as a learning session. Take it lightly. See what is there in that. Ask me some doubts. We all learn on each other. Okay? It's not that I'm a teacher that you have to listen to me. 1 घंटा सुनना पड़ेगा. Nothing like that. Okay? Be motivated. Be motivated. Learn something, but there are few important things that you all should take to next generation. Okay? It's very important topic. A generic topic that I prepared. Okay? So, about my introduction, this is about my contents of topic. But before going to that, you know, this is last 17, almost after my PhD, I'm in France and US, and worked for a US company. Now I'm working for the Dutch company. It's almost Western companies for last 20 plus years. I'll tell you, the safety is such an important topic. When it comes to safety, CEO also will listen to what safety officer is saying. Even if CEO comes, he will not open his laptop and say, my company has made $100 million. No. First he will say, look, this incident happened. We can avoid this. How can we avoid this? That is the significance of safety. And I think we are very poor in that aspect. Whenever I go to there, I went to IITs, I went to CSR labs. Of course, I always say that, when you compare to the kind of resources that companies spend, compared to the resources what you spend, is a huge difference. It's a huge difference. For the entire of this campus, we must have one safety officer. It's very much important. Do you know where is your emergency exit? In case of fire? Do you know which number to call? I'm seriously asking. Instead of spending WhatsApp, Facebook, and etc., social media, put these numbers front side. In case something happens to you, whom should they contact? The professors or the admin people, your mother, your father, your brother. What is your next immediate contact number? Do you have? Did you provide in the institute? I'm seriously asking. This is very important. One example is basically, you heard about uranium carbide? How many of you know about uranium carbide? Well, being chemist, I can understand. Yes, okay. I tell you, it is a company which is responsible for releasing toxic gas at Bhopal. Bhopal tragedy, you know it? So, thousands of people have died. A small negligence. Before that, uranium carbide was $40 billion industry. Today, zero. Safety. If they were taken care, I went to Midland when I was working with them. I met some ex-uranium carbide employees. You know what? Their technologies are so superb. But they failed with one small safety incident. That's it. Today, if something fire happens here, don't think in this corner it's only related to gates. No. Media is waiting outside. Someone is waiting here. Everyone will, in minutes, in this communication age, within seconds, minutes, the video will go somewhere. You agree? Yes or no? So be safe. Okay? And when you drive on the road, please be careful. Okay? And that's the best thing you can learn out of this session than what is sustainability scientific session. I request all of you, please learn something about safety. For teachers, I'll tell you, what is that you can do is, in this generation, for example, the previous senior batch will say, वो lecture आया था मैं क्या बोल रहा था ये वही ना entropy, enthalpy, boring topic. It's the same thing. That's quite usually happens. You should always bring something new. What is that new? That you put one slide. Look, this is a safety incident. Tell me what is the chemical safety incident happened in India recently in industry? Yeah. Huh? Okay, one more. Yes. 40 people have died. 40 plus people. I say, I think the cellulose companies, basically, I think some trimethyl cellulose or some compound, they're making for drug delivery. A simple incident, the vice president entered the campus, he was parking the car, the blast was so high, his car also got the fire, he also died on the spot. 40 people have died. I am telling you, do not take lightly. Safety is utmost important. Please take care. And I wish this one slide, if you take it today, I'm a successful speaker. Nothing else. And I request all the teachers, whoever are here, please teach about safety when you have 40 minutes. I request everyone to put your mobiles down, please. Yeah. When you have 40 minutes, spend 1 minute on safety, sir. Spend 1 minute on safety. Okay, that's very much important. The entire FDP program, nanochemistry, that advanced electronics, etc., etc. Today they can get the information from YouTube also, from Google also. So what great? What is that a good teacher can make the difference? A good teacher will always make difference. Okay, even a boring topic, he can present you in a different way. In a different way. That's the power of a good teacher. A good teacher is always the value. You have to make it sure that you do not repeat majority of the things that what you taught in the last year. Something new that I'm going to present. That's a motivation for a teacher. And for a student, you must ask something new. You also see, obviously, when you are a graduate engineer here, you also understanding, reading, going through a lot of things happening outside your society. You can ask, so what was the compound that company was making? Why did this incident happen? You can ask your lecturer. If he or she is not aware of it, they will go back. Their company profile, they understand what is the compound they are making. Why did this accident happen? 40 lives. Please understand. Tomorrow it's not too far away. It can happen to anyone. Okay, so I took a little more time. Sorry, but that's the significance of safety, especially in the working lab. Be careful not to take any chemicals or food or anything. So you have to be very particular about this one. Okay, so let's go to my company profile. So I work for Akzo Nobel. Okay, we make decorative and performance coatings, and so on. This is the profile about our company. Just move on, don't spend too much time on this. These are the products. Okay, so we think beyond the paint. Okay, alright, let's spend a minute. Let's go to the real technical session. Okay, so safety ka ho gaya. So when you understand the evolution of life, what do you think? This is a very important slide. It's a generic slide. Even a non-chemical student can also understand this, isn't it? Okay, we have come from what is called Stone Age, okay, to the what is called is Material Age, okay, and that's how the evolution happened over 5,000, 10,000 years. Okay, but here, there was always a kind of natural resources available for you. Okay, and then see, with the evolution of the time, we understood what is the stone contains, what is the metal, how can we use that, how can we mold it, how can we make different compounds and so on. In the chemical age, today, we are making every kind of compound. Take it as compounds, pharma, drugs, polymers, paints, coatings, whatnot. Okay, so unfortunately, the slide was speaking up to 2020 only. Maybe they were aware that after 2020, the entire human thinking is going to change. Don't you think so? 2020 Corona proved to be a disaster and showed where we are weak as a country, as a community, isn't it? Okay, it showed people are taking treatment on the roads, on the streets. We have billions of dollars, billions of rupees that have no meaning. Don't you think so? You did not hear these kind of examples? Disaster, isn't it? It's a disaster. That shows that, visionary leadership is important, that we must build good patient to doctor ratio in any country. 1:20, 1:30, whatsoever ratio prescribed. But we are nowhere. The corona proved to be very costly for all of us. Okay, so what is future ahead is for human health, safety, sustainability, hygiene, humanity. Okay, it's very much important. When you see the kind of crime what's happening, guys, if you're not interested, please go out. Anyone, if you're not interested, no problem, you don't have to listen to me, go out. Don't disturb, you have no right to disturb anyone, or any one of you. Okay, this is a passion. But open it and do something. Don't do that. If you are not interested, please go out. No one is forcing you. Okay, but focus on that. Focus on content. Okay. So I think these are the important things going forward, isn't it? Don't you think so? Okay. Now I will talk about only one topic, that is sustainability. Okay. Now, since I have polymer science background, just to give you some evolution of polymer science, how it happened and all. It's okay, don't worry too much about it. Okay, so this is what a lot who said about polymer science. So simple molecules make giant molecules, but yet they're so powerful in the society that you see everywhere the polymers are there. Okay, that's what statement we made in 1957. It's not today. So that's how it is. Anyway, let's not too much worry about it. Understand what are the socio-economic trends that's going on today. Okay, so for example, global economic and population growth, isn't it? These are the serious issues. For example, if Iran and Iraq fights, oil problem there, it impacts India. If US, so Russia and Ukraine fights, it's impacting India, isn't it? Jobs are going, and then that's impacting the market. Today we are nowhere separate. Every one of us are connected. Please understand, in the globe today, every one of us are connected. We don't realize now. When you come to the corporate life, when you come to the real life, you understand how impact it is. Okay? And everywhere, any part of the world, anything is happening, we all are concerned. We are not concerned. I think if Israel and Iran war would have continued, it would have been disaster for us without oil. Okay? Luckily it stopped. Okay, so it's not easy. It's not easy. Everywhere, everyone is impacting. Okay, can't say that I am separate, I am independent. मुझे वो किसी की मदद नहीं चाहिए, उनका पानी नहीं चाहिए, उनका खाना नहीं चाहिए, उनका no, it doesn't happen. All of us are connected. I have to give something to you, you have to give something to him, he has to give something to me. That's how we are interconnected. We all are interconnected. Okay, irrespective of our political difference and so whatever it is, you support X party, Y party. It's okay. That's a different story altogether. So the global economy and my request, please, if someone is not interested, please go out. I tell you one thing, I started early in the morning, 6 o'clock. I don't have to start, and I want to make so many slides for you all, because I also took some effort just to share my experience and to show what is ahead. Okay, so respect it. Anyone, for that matter, not only me, anyone comes, he or she spends enough time to make the slides. That's a discipline you learn, first and most important thing. That's a discipline you should learn. If you don't want to attend someone's talk, fair enough, you stay outside. After the talk, you come inside the class. But if you're inside the class, please maintain a discipline. That's very important. Okay, so the global economy and population growth, well-being and personalization, isn't it? Okay, everyone wants to have a good life. Nothing wrong with that. You want to aim for good life, you want to have a good car, you want to have a good Bangalore, good family. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone aims for that. Okay, so nothing, absolutely fine. And then advanced technology and development. So what mobile you are using today, you don't use after 2 years. And in fact, you get surprised. मैं कैसे यूज कर रहा था वो पुराना मोबाइल को? That's how you feel it, because that's how the technology is progressing. Okay, it's unimaginable. Okay, and then especially solution driven. I tell you solution. I came here. I said, can I connect my laptop to system? Gentleman who is here, he helped me. Okay. Solution, very quick solution, isn't it? If it is not, then it would have been little inconvenient for me. Solution. मेरे घर में ये काम नहीं कर रहे, भैया टीवी काम नहीं कर रहा, you should come here, half an hour you should repair. If he says 3 hours it takes, ये बंदा का कुछ पता नहीं है. Okay, that's how, isn't it? That's how. So it's a solution. Solution driven work. You must know the solution. No one understand we came from Gates, I came from IIT. Absolutely no. Can you give a solution for the business or not? Please be prepared. That's important. Okay, up to here in your life. After that, once you go there, every simple expectation. Every company expects only one thing. Can you able to do job? Can you be able to mix with the team? Able to deliver the solution? Stay here. Now, go. Isn't it? That's how competition is. Please understand. Okay, I'm not scaring. I'm giving you input. What is the actual society outside? Okay. So, and then of course convenience, everyone wants convenience, okay, and then a more sustainable planet. So this is where every problem comes in. We'll talk about it, okay. Okay, see, research and development is very important for any organization, any country or any community to grow. For example, you can imagine, you can understand automobile industry, how the automobile industry is developed. Earlier 60-70 kilometers per hour would have been very high speed. 100 kilometers would have been very high speed. But today you have cars which can drive 140 kilometers also. How it happened? Research and development. They develop new machines, new engines, new technology, isn't it? Mobiles also. Today, because of the latest developments in the mobiles, camera industry has gone, isn't it? No, does anyone use camera? No, everything inbuilt. This is a classic example. Okay, that's the power of technology. पहले इतने बड़े-बड़े कैमरे लेके जाते थे. How it takes? If you have a good mobile, you got everything. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's the power of technology. But then how it comes? For example, see, when you want to do research, these are the inputs. Curiosity. मैं इसमें ले डालूंगा, इसमें क्या होगा देखेंगे. Let's see what happens. Curiosity, research. You don't have to say, professor has told me, mix this. No, let me see. Put some thought process and see what it happens. Especially chemistry, anyone for that matter. Material science, whoever it is, electronics, computer science. Let me see. Return of doing it, curiosity. What will happen? Okay, what will happen? It's a curiosity, isn't it? That curiosity should be there. Without curiosity, I can give some multiple examples in chemistry how innovation led to a lot of innovations, a lot of products today. But that's not the whole reason. But curiosity is very much important. As you go on, develop the curiosity. Okay? Sorry. The government regulations. Okay? Okay. So government regulations. For example, benzene. Do you see anyone using benzene now? How many of you know benzene? किसी को पता है? What is the benzene structure? Benzene, okay, is a very deadly aromatic compound. It's a carcinogenic nature. You cannot even smell it. Long-term exposure. But other people are using it. No, they banned it. Okay, likewise, multiple compounds have been banned. That's how government takes regulations. Government takes actions. That ये use नहीं करना चाहिए. This is harmful to a human being. Okay, I'll tell you, European Union stands first amongst all the countries, followed by Japan. Okay, so they say this compound should not be used. That's it. Company will have to stop it. Okay, that's how strong regulations are there. So then when you want to develop alternative compound, you have to do research and development, isn't it? Without research, nothing comes. You have to make something else and see you're getting the required input or not. Sustainability. How many of you know what is sustainability?
Using resources that you cannot be exhausted for future. You should have to do the same.
You're there. Perfect. Okay. So I'll come to the definition. Sustainability. If I earn today in this year 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, I should earn for next 30 years of my service. If some youngsters are thinking that every year I keep on 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs, 12 lakhs, that is sustainable. You earn 10 lakhs today and you lose the job, next 29 years you are not earning anything. Not sustainable, isn't it? वो मटका मिला था 1 साल हो गया, भगवान जाने बाद में क्या होगा, ऐसा नहीं, ठीक है? So these are the inputs. What are that? Serving the needs of the global market. Today, a good product, even if you develop at gates, customers are there to take. I'm telling you. Okay? It's a global market today. You are all exposed to global market. You are not different. I am not different. Everyone is connected. If you have good product, good knowledge, you have the market. Okay? And bringing products for the wellness and identity. And then achieving zero footprint. I'll come to that later. Saving the time and the effort for the users. Okay, creating the new horizons. Okay, that's what I was telling. मुझे camera भी चाहिए, mobile भी चाहिए, and then I need etc etc. So you're putting a lot of new horizons into the product, same product, and then of course digitalization. Everything should happen. I cannot go to laptop and change the slide. I should change it my, isn't it? Maybe slide number 5, slide number 6 should come. I don't know. That's how, expectations are very high, isn't it? Nothing wrong in expecting good things. Give a challenge for them. They'll do it. Poor prospects. Okay. So I just gave you an overview like how society expects the products or services from you, how the government regulations play an important role. So is it clear? Anything that you wanted to ask me about? Does it make sense whatever I said? Yes or no? Yes? Is it easy to understand? Yes or no? Okay. Because one way of it, what I'm seeing is today nowadays, taking a picture, selfie, Facebook, whatsoever, that has become passion than the real content. I am not that kind of person. Basically, I am a basic person with basic science degree. Something, even 5% of you all get some inputs on this talk. I am a happy person. That's important. Okay. So understand what is sustainability. Okay. How this journey has started. So, for example, when the industrialization started, this is the 1972 at Stockholm. People have started what is called, the Club of Rome. The Western European countries were very rich and they were very concerned about the nature. They formed what is called the Group of Rome and they met in 1972. इतना सारा हो रहा है जिंदगी में, कुछ करेंगे चलो. Lot of pollution, CO2 emission, etc. So many things are happening. Let's do something. चलो बैठेंगे, मिलेंगे, बात करेंगे. I get it. Yes, that's how they met. So that's how they started, and then they formed different committees. But understand, in Gates itself, we have so much complexity to accumulate the people. You can understand globally, calling everyone, taking one decision is so difficult, isn't it? Okay, it took 8 years for them to form something, and then another 4 years on World Commission on Development. It's a slow process, but it's a good process. It's a slow process, but it's a good process. Look at the way things are developed. Okay, here also up to 2020, you have the data. Maybe they knew that 2020 के बाद पूरी जिंदगी बदल जाएगा. Okay, so the main motto is basically that transforming sustainability science to generate positive social and environmental change globally. You can imagine in 1972 we were struggling for food. A country like India with poverty, with so and so, without production, without a green revolution. But then the European Union thought that something is important, and they put some regulations. And because of their regulations, at least companies are following something today. Otherwise, they were taken for granted. Okay. So this is our India's participation. Our Prime Minister, you can see, so beautiful statement. See, we have such a wonderful Prime Minister saying one cannot be truly human and civilized unless one looks upon not only all fellow men but all creation. Look at wonderful statement. So beautifully said. Okay, don't see it in a political angle because nowadays making every statement becomes a political. Don't see in a political angle, but I am a big fan of her. She is very, 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 what you say, courageous lady. Okay, and I think look at the statement. So it's not easy. In 1972 giving that kind of statement is amazing. Okay, that's why I thought one slide, let me put it here. So we have good Prime Minister who participated. Yes, I am there. I am supporting your initiative. I am part of it. Isn't it? Okay, so that's how we also said yes for all the global sustainability initiatives. Okay, so now let's come to sustainability. This gentleman said, what is sustainability? Economic development that meets the current needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own need. We all agree? Any ambiguity in this statement? Perfectly fine? Yes or no? Correct? No, I'm very correct. It should not disturb future generations. Okay? It should never disturb future generations' resources. That is sustainable. Anything you think of it. That is sustainable. That is sustainability. That is a definition. Okay? Now let's understand what is that we achieve. So, to achieve the sustainable development goals, in 2015 around 190 countries we all met. By 2030, we must achieve these goals. These are called sustainable development goals. Okay? So, they formulated what is called 17 goals. You take 4, 4, 8, 1. 4, I will come to the next slide. Okay? 4, 4, 8, 1. How? Sustainability is very closely related with 3 P's. What is called planet. Planet means Earth, what we are living. People, of course, जिंदगी है उसके ऊपर हम भी है. Prosperity. So people who don't remain to fill our stomach will do what is called business, isn't it? So you come here, why do you come here? You learn some skills, you get a degree, you go and do some job outside, correct? So you can earn some food and shelter, and you can have your own family, happy, healthy, isn't it? That's a motto. Yes or no? Is anything different apart from that? No, right? So that's the purpose. Okay. So we all do some business. So these 3 P's are important: the planet, the people staying on the planet, and the prosperity. Okay. So these are the goals. But the sustainable development goals, this is cake view. What is called cake view. Okay. So for example, these 4, this one are connected to planet. The 8 goals are connected to people. The 4 goals are connected to prosperity. 1 goal is for everyone. Okay, now go back. What is this number? Can someone read? What are these numbers? Yes? Okay, some poor way this one. Okay, I'll go to previous slide. Here, 8 decent work and environment. 12, 13 life below the water. That is for the earth. Life on land. Okay, so and 6 clean water. So these 4 are for the earth. It should be there for everyone. Okay, 4 for the profit. What is a good working atmosphere? Equal respect. Equal respect. There is no difference. Gender difference should not be there at all. Should not be there at all. Equal respect for men and women. Okay, in fact, I am always encouraging all the women who are sitting here. Tomorrow, if the government regulation comes that all the corporate companies have to fill 35% of their quota with 35% women, you all are lucky. Have a degree in your hand. Be ready to do a good job. You all will get job. It's not too far away, I'm telling you. It's not too far away. That's how the regulations are going on. That's how the changes are going everywhere. I'm not saying India alone. Okay, everywhere. So, that's how changes are going. Gender equality. Okay. And then, affordable clean energy. Decent work and economic growth. Industrial innovation, infrastructure. So, likewise, we can Google it. What are the 17 sustainable development goals? So, very important. Okay. So, 8 are connected to people, 4 connected to planet, 4 connected to prosperity, 1 for everyone. That we have to achieve this. That's the 17th goal. Alright, what is that we achieved? See, for last so many decades, in terms of sustainability, we achieved quite a bit. For example, India, 1970s, 2020s, in a decent form. You have good building, you're sitting here, person like me, I am also from like you, person from rural village. I went abroad, I studied, I got an opportunity. Okay, if I can get, you all can get. I don't see anything different. Okay, some good development happened. Yes or no? Agree or not? I'm telling you, if you look at your fathers and forefathers, this one lifestyle, absolutely they were struggling for even few rupees. The economy was not there. Okay, poverty was there. Poor, this one economy was there. Yes or no? But we are much better because economy has improved. Poverty has reduced, isn't it? Lifestyle has improved. Okay, so some good development has been achieved. But having said that all is well, no, we will discuss about it. Okay, so affordable clean energy, decent work, gender equality, and so on. We achieved some quite a good this one. Okay, now let's come to the real challenge. What are the real challenges that we have today? Okay, to achieve these sustainable development goals. Look at here. Okay. Today, 9 billion population by 2030. It was 1.6 billion 50 years back. Population has increased 5 times. So obviously there is so much demand, there is so much push on the natural resources. Irreversible climate changes. Temperature is increasing every year. And then, enough food for the people. Land pattern, okay, using too much fertilizers and so on. Of clean energy, okay, and I can tell you, you will realize going forward if there is no power to recharge your mobiles, you will understand that's how difficult it is. Depletion of Earth's natural resources, okay, and then increasing burden on environment by use of objects, materials, use and throw away. Okay, so less than 20% of humanity consume 80% of global natural resources. When I said this, you know what? If you take European Union, US and all advanced countries, they have 80% of the resources, but only 20% of the population. So that's why they're rich. It's not by money, the resources they're very rich. Understand that, okay? They're very rich by resources, okay? Why it happened? Why it happened? All these problems, why they are coming? So the so-called temperature change or whatsoever resources and all, it's because we ignore the impact of technological progress. For example, हम लोग plastic film use करते हैं. In 1962, Giganatta invented. They never realized that it's going to have such a negative impact. People will just use it and throw it wherever they want. But today is a big mess. So every city has a problem. Every city has a problem because you are adapted to plastic so much, isn't it? Electronic waste. हमको 5 साल में 2 साल में नया मोबाइल चाहिए, लेकिन ये पुराना मोबाइल क्या करेंगे वो भगवान जाने. फेंक दो. I'm talking the reality. Where that electronic waste goes. How many hazardous compounds are there in that one particular mobile? Yes or no? I'm very happy that this is such a megapixel. Selfie is coming very nice. I'm very happy about it. Excellent. We'll post in Facebook. But you never even think of a minute what happened to that old mobile. Who took it? We still are blessed. A country like India, you don't see much waste. People collect it, garbages are there, and then they try to recycle it. But it's not the same everywhere. Okay? Challenges are there. So I'm saying, when you want to use the material, think twice. Think twice. Think twice. Okay, what should I do with this whole material? Okay? That's an impression because you are all science students, isn't it? You all have something to think. Just don't see only economic point of view or from convenience point of view. Think from sustainability point of view. What will happen to this mobile if I throw it? Where it will go? Yes or no? I said only नया मोबाइल लेंगे, that's okay. पुराना मोबाइल को क्या होगा? What will happen? Okay, so this is a gentleman. The finite world can support only finite population. Therefore, the population growth and must be equality. But that's a controversial statement anyway. That's okay. We said it about resources. Let's understand how we are extracting the natural resources. And I'm putting some data here. For example, biomass, minerals like calcium, phosphorus, sodium, fossil fuels like coal, petrol, natural gas. In 1980s, we were consuming 40 billion tons. By 2030, we are consuming 100 billion tons. That means 2.5 times higher from the earth. When we use the petrol, where it should come? From where it should come? From the earth. And please understand, everything comes from the earth, isn't it? For example, the medicine what we are using, the metal, steel, nickel, every metal has to come from the earth. Why all our Ballari brothers have become so famous? Tell me why. They have resources, they dig and they sold it to someone else. They become billionaires because they are natural resources. But you know what is the climate change? It's causing the people to. Okay, anyway, so no different equation altogether. But that's how the impact. Being a science student, you understand that. That's very important. So, if the same trend continues, we need another 2 planets. How will they by 2100? It's not easy. Not easy. I'll tell you today, a glass of water, I'm easily getting it here with a good respect. I may not get it by another 20 years. It becomes very precious. It's not too far away. It's a warning thing. We all must act. We all must think and see what best we can do. Okay? So these are the elements available on the earth. This is the demand. There is no relation with what we have and what we are expecting. There is no relation. We need more nickel, 4 times more, but there is no nickel in the earth. Yes. And there is no aluminum. Everywhere we want the convenience. Okay, but then aluminum availability is not there. Please understand, this is the overall metal composition available on the earth. Okay, so think like a big picture. Never think like, no reductionist thinking. Only global thinking. Okay, so what is available? What is the weight of the earth? How much aluminum is available? How much nickel is available? How much iron is available? What is our expectation? Our expectation is not only from India, China, everywhere, US, European Union, everywhere. What is our expectation? Do we have enough resources? So that's how we should think. Okay. So it's a bit of, over exploitation of the natural resources. I think it's too much. I will not, spend too much time on this. But then, we are at historical crossroads. How do we think today? Our actions are going to speak tomorrow. Please understand, there is a problem. Bubble is coming, going to burst. Not for India, China, America, everywhere. Resources are going to deplete. Okay, so we need to think wisely and act wisely. Okay, so the law of unintended consequences, for example, as you said, unintended consequences. हमने कभी सोचा नहीं था ऐसा होगा. We never thought of it. Plastics. Because plastic was a convenient material, you order food, it comes safely. Say for example, plastic bottle, हम लोग पानी पी सकते हैं, you can transport everywhere you want, which was not earlier the case. But have you ever realized where that waste is going to be? How we are going to dispose that? Isn't it? So, after drinking water is my responsibility. I just throw it, I go. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Being a science student, it doesn't work like that. You have to think. You have the responsibility. How can I do it? I'll come to that, How can you think of those waste as a resource? I'll come to that later. Okay? So, you think, I have technology, I can sit from here, I can blast Anantapur or somewhere else. Or I can sit from here, I can, kill someone somewhere. You think technology is everything, but the consequences, you never thought of it. Okay? So, that's very much important. Picture becomes different, I go to IITs and all, the entropy and etc., enthalpy, I speak about it. But it's a different thing. What is entropy? Anyone can define what is entropy? Any chemistry student here? What is the meaning of entropy? There are two things. One is order, disorder. Correct? Yes or no? Agree? Order? This water is in this bottle. Correct, no? I can drink. What is that? Say drink? Disorder. Right. This is entropy. The simple term, we are taking everything from a good resource and dispersing everywhere. It's not useful term. It's not in order. It's in disorder. That is nothing but entropy. Correct, no? Yes or no? Entropy is nothing but disorderness. Please understand, everywhere disorderness. You all sit here, listen, as a good student here. The moment you go to highway, increase the speed. Everything, all great shape, music, these are a big nonsense I am saying. On the highway he is listening to music, what nonsense it is. Please don't do for God's sake. You are not killing yourself, you are killing others. You have no right to kill others. Please, that is disorderliness. Road is built for you to reach the destination safely. Yes or no? Road is built for you to reach the destination safely, not for your heroism. Any one of you, I am not differentiating anyone. I am generic statement I am making. Here, roads are not meant for heroism. Roads are meant for safety travel. Okay, but disorder. That is the entropy, disorderless. Okay, everywhere the
That's why that really makes sense.
Can you change this? Charging this will be 10 minutes. I can take some more time. No problem. Okay. So, This is very much important. If the same trend continues, we will end up with more metals. So, what is sustainable system? How can you say a system is sustainable? Okay, a sustainable system requires thinking locally, thinking globally, acting locally. It's a global solution. Reductionist approach, whereas the global thinking. Okay, that's very much important. And then, it's a very complex problem. We look into the climate change, natural resources, and so on. We must change accordingly. Okay. So, how many of you know about these cycles? Carbon dioxide cycle, nitrogen cycle, water cycle. Water evaporates, condenses, comes back to that. It's a cycle. Everything is a cycle, isn't it? Nitrogen, carbon for that matter, comes back, forms the coal. You use the coal, you burn it, it goes into the system, and then comes back. That's how life is designed in such a way that a man can use the sustainable passion, but we are making everything linear. Okay, so if a system, you think of it, it should be cyclic in nature. Okay, and otherwise, linear passion has no meaning. Okay, so for example, so much carbon dioxide is evaluating. What we can do? If any one of you are good chemists, see carbon dioxide as a good source of material for you. What is it you can make with this carbon dioxide? Some valuable product, because so much carbon dioxide is available. Norway stores the carbon dioxide under the sea. That's how importance they give for the environment. Okay, so there's a big topic altogether. But then think, lot more chemistry is there already available. Something new chemistry can do, please. Okay, and then about CO2. Smart membranes. For example, today used for 2 years, 3 years, your water purifier, you have to change it. Membranes. But then think of it, smart way of cleaning it. I can change the pH a little bit. So your membrane pores open up, closes. It's a way of doing it, research. When I was there in Dow, this was all the projects. Okay, they did not commercialize, it takes time, but then, that's how smart membranes will help you to reuse multiple times. Okay. You all have good resources. Today, cellulose is one of the raw materials that not being touched. Youngsters, I'm telling you, don't depend purely on private jobs, because there are limited jobs, within public or private. Think, how can I become self-sustained? I'm telling you, if I want a job, I can definitely, I love this coconut shell. Today, you're getting polystyrene foam and then throwing it everywhere. What such a nonsense material it is. It releases benzene into the atmosphere. If you are healthy, if you are not lucky, हम लोग बोलेंगे बाद में 5 साल के बाद 20 साल के बाद कैंसर आ गया, चला गया. Yes, nothing comes. It comes because of the food what you take inside. Salt what you consume. These are the raw materials. Please think of it. Please think of it. No, I'm saying, not saying, companies are producing them. Many companies are producing them. If American companies can produce, why can't you? You have everything available here, isn't it? Okay. Alright. So, another factor, how materials are recycled. That shows you are recycling this one, steel, okay, and then aluminum, rubber, there are many opportunities here. One such a nonsense. You drive the car, you go by bus. Tires, what will happen to those tires? You know that sulfur is there as a vulcanizing agent, curing agent. This is a big environmental impact. Okay, so think of it. How you can make thermo-reversible rubbers and so on. Okay. Okay. 9 planetary bodies. I think it's too much. Okay. I'll tell you already, that shows where the danger mark is there. Okay, you'll have to think. You have to think. Climate change is a danger mark. Biosphere integrity is in danger mark. Altered bioengineering process like nitrogen phosphorus cycle, they are in danger mark. This is all people review. Intellectuals sit together and they all publish papers saying that this much carbon dioxide released, this was phosphorus and nitrogen is going on the earth. These trends are not good. Please stop using it. They are alerting us. They are alerting us, and we read those kind of articles and come and tell in front of you. Okay. Sorry. Okay. These are the three alerting things. Okay. So now this is how a cyclic system. For example, you take exploration, mining, processing. These are the companies. Battery manufacturing. These are the companies. And then cell manufacturing. These are the companies. And then those cells, automotive OEMs use. These are the OEMs. These are recycling companies. Look at the way. Some people are recycling them. Your battery is thrown out, they are recycling. Your electronic waste is thrown out, they are recycling. Okay, companies are doing it. It's not that but then we also have to start thinking in those lines. How can we become more self-sustainable, self-reliant? Instead of I'll tell you, you get frustrated when you apply for outside job. एक साल हो गया, 2 साल हो गया, सारा कुछ ऑफर नहीं आ रहा है, you're not getting any offer later. Then you get frustrated. Be prepared, like something I can do it. I'll tell you a lot of opportunities. Think and do little more research on that and see where the raw material is available, where the market is available. Can I really make it an economical process? Can I give some opportunity for 5 people? Think in those lines, especially women. Okay, absolutely, governments are encouraging and giving a lot of startup funding. Okay, see. Top 10 startups which are based on waste resource, not based on petroleum resources, not based on raw material. बड़ा Bangalore से आ रहा है, कपड़ा ले रहा हूँ मैं, इधर शोरूम में लगा रहा हूँ, कस्टमर लेके जा रहा है. No, I am taking something from the village and I am making it a useful product. I get it. Makes sense, brother? Does it make sense? Correct, no? What's your name? Vardhan. Okay. Correct, no? I think we should be self-reliant, isn't it? Okay. So, the sustainability is not an easy task, like what we think. It's a very complex situation. But we understood what is sustainable, isn't it? It should be cyclic in nature. Whatever we use it, the waste should go back to the system and we should be able to use it. Okay, that's how system works. Okay, so we should also explore some of the opportunities within our locality where the resources are available, than aiming for something which is coming from the system. Okay, so as an economy, environment, society, culture, all of us have to put together and then ensure that we follow these pillars. Okay, circularity, sustainable development, system thinking. That's where we will achieve what is called a sustainable growth. Anyone you want any information, be in touch with your professors. I'll be always helpful to you. Thank you so much. Last slide, anyway. Think of it. You are wise people, I hope. Be wise, take the right decision, okay? Be prepared. And I see since I am also from backward place like you, most of the times we fail in communication. Why the hell I should care about it? Trust me, this is the wrong attitude. Have the right attitude. That's more important when you want to do corporate job. That's very much important. And learn how to communicate. When I was at the age of 22, like you, trust me, not good at it. Okay, even a Telugu would say because my Marathi I had understanding science concepts in Telugu was difficult. But then we all, learned very hardly, and not to put anything down. I can tell you, life is not so easy. When you finish your graduation, go back at home, without job, you stay for 1 month, 2 months, parents are okay. The 3rd month onwards, the problem will start. No, I'm telling you the real fact. Okay, अभी जीन्स है, जीन्स पैंट पहन के आ रहा है, जा रहा है, गाड़ी है, ठीक है, सब कुछ है, बट 2 साल जब नौकरी नहीं मिलेगा भैया, you all will realize. Don't end up this. Be prepared, analytic, communicate proactively, listen to people. You learn 3 important E's are important: education, experience, exposure. You get only 1 E from here: education. Will you do job? Will you see the world? E3, very important for you. When you go with this confidence, it's okay, you make a small job, but then you will grow. Very much important. Okay, speak confidently, be brave. हम किसी से कम नहीं है, we will face, we will speak. So be prepared. For example, I tell you 1 day in advance how I am going to face the interview. Suppose explain about yourself. If I ask one of you, will not be able to tell now. I am 100% sure you will not be able to tell. But you ask the question yourself. Explain about yourself. Sir, my name is, sir, I came from, sorry. Sir, I am Mohan. I came from Gates College of Engineering from Gutti. This is one of the backward areas of Andhra Pradesh state. I completed my course in EEE, and this is what the experience, this is what the education I got it. Okay, I am flexible, I am ready to learn, I am ready to mix, I am a good team member, good team player. I will do my best given the opportunity. Even if you see these lines, out of 3-4 committee members, this guy looks like some positive attitude is there. Take him, no problem. Even if your education is little bit here and there, they'll take, because life is learning. You learn only small bit of it here. Only small bit of it here. You learn lot more once you go out. It's only entry point, that's all. Don't worry. No one will think that you should be a Nobel laureate or you should be an Einstein by the time you come from Gates. No. But you should have the right attitude. You should say, what is sustainability? At least, what is safety? What is sustainability? You should be able to tell these 2 things when you attend a session like this. Then I think that's how the impact of inviting a speaker makes sense. Otherwise, it's chalta hai, but that's not the right thing. Okay. In fact, I was very much curiosity to talk to students, but good that many students are here. So take it as a positive learning. Okay. So be confident and see if you can get good job. Good luck. If not, try to do your own job. Nothing wrong in that. Absolutely nothing wrong in that. Initially, it might look a little bit tough, but then once you succeed, you are going to see the sweet. Okay? Good luck. Any questions? Feel free. Ask questions. The thing is, you have some question in mind. Why he thinks, what he thinks, what she thinks. Why should I ask? Unless you come out of this inertia, this feeling, you will never grow. Ask openly. Any question is there? Ask. Don't worry what he or she thinks. It's my doubt. I want to ask, isn't it? Please ask. Anyone, any doubt you have, ask openly. Learn that.
अगर कोई स्टार्टअप कर रहा है तो कस्टमर को कैसे कहें? अगर से हम कस्टमर के पास जाए तो भी वो कह देता है कि यार हम तो पुराने टेक्नोलॉजीज पे निर्भर हैं, और क्या बात है आपकी टेक्नोलॉजीज वगैरह?
Perfect. I tell you, a customer voice is God's voice. Because at the end of the day, when company is giving money, it's all customer money only. Company is not giving its own money. Please understand. Company is making business and giving money, right? So, in this case, there is something. For example, talk to a management student. How he sells his product? What strategies he uses? Now, before that, marketing comes. When you want to say, for example, I spoke about those coconut shells. For example, you go to Bangalore and tell you simple thing. I am honestly telling you. You go to any shops where they are using this polyester in this one. You take a couple of pieces, nicely polished, nice material. Sir, मैं आपको हर एक महीने में 10,000 दे दूंगा. Can you able to take? Problem is If you miss it, see problem क्या होता है वो आंध्र आरंभ शुरू पहले जाके बोलेंगे सर दे देंगे, बाद में आज नहीं जाएंगे, कल नहीं जाएंगे, परसों नहीं जाएंगे. Commitment. When you said something I'm going to give, and I'm sorry, I'm doing your action, I'm telling you, but that's the truth. Once you commit, you must commit. Raining, yes. Temperature is high, temperature is low, yes, but I'm going to give it to customer. Once you build the trust, तो बोले फोन करके भैया लेके आओ भाई मुझे चाहिए. You understood, na? That trust you have to build with customer. Very important. Initially, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. So you know, see for example, some of the products you want to make. What are the markets available? Go to the do bit survey and something have in your own mind. Yes, this is the way. Some potential is there. I can earn my pocket money for anyone. I'm not saying for him alone. Anyone. Okay, I can earn some pocket money initially. Yes, there is an opportunity here. Let me go to customer. Understand the feedback. Initially, no one will say yes to you. कौन किससे bottom you do they don't know any one of you. Please understand. But you have to go. Persist. Pursuance. Very important. Go and talk to them and say that, sir, I have this product. I have good technology. You want more polished one? I'll give it to you. You want little bit coating? I'll give it to you. Use some products. Take. तो पहले 5 प्रोडक्ट यूज करेगा. सपोज वो जो पानी पूरी बेच रहा है, दिस इज नथिंग रॉन्ग. एनी बिजनेस, स्मॉल और बिग, नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट. Hey यार, if a person like me, customer goes to pani puri, if he is giving him polystyrene one, nonsense I think, but he gives a different one. अच्छा यार, I will give my feedback. That itself is good motivation for him. It's a very complex system. That's what I said. It's a very complex system. You must persist. Pursuance is very important. Okay, do it regularly. Do it repeatedly. Yes. Any more questions? No problem.
अगर 3 स्टूडेंट्स हैं आपके पास, एक स्टूडेंट के पास 70 बिलो परसेंटेज और उसके पास स्किल है ना, किसी और के पास नहीं. ये पहला स्टूडेंट है. और दूसरा स्टूडेंट 75 स्किल है, परसेंटेज है उसका, स्किल नहीं, पर बिजनेस के ऊपर ही है.
Beautiful question.
लास्ट टॉपर है पर उसके पास स्किल नहीं.
Yes. See, most of the times, I think it's a good question. Very good question. Yeah, I'll tell you. It's a very good question. For example, what is in your fate? No one knows until you go out and then check your fate. And I'll tell you, recently Kerala government has done one thing. Instead of putting benches like this, they put everything together. There are no backbenchers. I think it's a wrong concept. We are having the backbenchers itself is a wrong concept. No one is backbencher. You know, sorry. You know, if someone doesn't try, he's a backbencher. Okay, but what happens is, for example, if you are coming to gates, someone comes from good convent, someone comes from local schools, someone comes from different school. They don't have uniformity. But then don't worry. Don't worry. You know, you must always motivate them. You don't know what customer expects. He might succeed. I have seen multiple cases where they did excellently, exceedingly well. So don't lose the motivation. Don't lose the motivation. Keep pursuing it. Okay. No problem. But when you have your own inertia, then you know it's difficult to come out. Yes, madams. किसी के पास कुछ डाउट नहीं है? Yes, ask. So is it difficult for women to do corporate job? I cannot speak openly. I have inhibition. In fact, I would request department to organize this kind of talks. Give them an opportunity. Let them come here and speak whatever they know. See, you can, for example, about sustainability, you cannot speak like me. I also took years of research to speak like this. It's okay. 1 or 2 examples you take, come and speak here. Okay, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But encourage people to come and speak openly. Anything else? I tell you, the entire customer this one now. This is where it's a very good thing you ask me, but you're a technical guy. See, the problem is the institutes doesn't do collaborative projects between the technical and management department. They should do it. In MBA, you learn marketing, you learn sales, you learn finance, you learn accounting, everything you learn. So it's like a complete package how to run the company. Actually speaking, in this kind of talks, you must invite them also. Next time onwards, please, sorry, only chemistry, physics, no. सबको बुलाओ, because it's generic talk. So, try to find out general topics. Call everyone. In fact, then only the justice will come to this kind of talks. Management people should come. Instead of me answering, the gentleman will get up from there and will answer to your question. You have resource here itself. I will not be the spokesperson for that. You know everything, but the problem is हम लोग बात नहीं करते. मेरा काम हो गया. I'll just go out. That's it. Talk to people. When you talk, don't talk about bullshit politics. This. No, don't do that. It's okay. You support some XYZ party. That's okay. Talk about technical things. ये marketing कैसे होता है? ये sales कैसे होता है? How do you convince customer? क्या tools use करता है? What are the 5 tools? Ask them. There are tools.
इसको आपको पता होता है ये करने से जो क्लाइंट्स को अट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं ये मेथड से मार्केटिंग यूज कर सकते हैं.
No, I think so. Not like that. See, it's a sales job. I think most of the times we give technical R&D people give the things, but we interact with them. Okay, but since I did MBA, I know, for some tools, for example. Okay, I can give someday other topic about the customer, how to convince customer. It's a different topic altogether. But it's very important. Okay, so thank you so much. If nothing is there, I will close it.
How did you feel the session? So on behalf of the management, principal and our staff, sir, extend a heartfelt thanks to Dr. Yanjarappa, sir, who has come all the way from Bangalore to give us a wonderful session. So, thank you, sir. So, I think during the session, in fact, a little bit of inconvenience due to the of the students. So, on behalf of yeah.
Generally, you're not unique. Everywhere, 1 or 2 people, will be there. It's okay. We'll ask them politely go out. No problem. It's okay. That's okay. That's not a complaint.
So, because the concept is entirely new to the students, but where they sense the happiness is the last half-an-hour session, sir, where you interacted and you gave them the true essence of career development. That is very essential for students, because tomorrow you are also to be going to companies, joining, so you will know the loopholes. So sir has given a very nice explanation regarding that, so it will be beneficial for you all. So make use of it, and sir has even answered some of the questions good, and not even that, sir, students really they need that kind of.
See, what we can do is, that is so critical. We can have another session. I can come, not a problem. One Saturday, but like as I said, different discipline students should be there. We can have interactive session. Nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, that's more soul satisfaction for me, because it's Anantapur district. I am also from this district.
Always. Sir said that he is from this kind of rural background, and today he is working in a company which is a reputed company, and so much sir has improved the way he communicated with you all. It itself tells you an example of development, isn't it? The way sir has